now. Hello, everyone. Thank you for the opportunity for us to present the work. Scarlett, Shweta, and myself, we are from Group 19, and we are working on the assignment of Exploring the Learning Technology 5. In the next 10 minutes, we're going to walk you through what we're trying to achieve through this presentation, the approach that we took, and the key measurement that we unpacked. Easy TestMaker and Google Forms are the two tools that we have selected, tested, and analyzed. And we will conclude the presentation with our recommendations of a preferred tool for you to use. The purpose of our presentation is to showcase an all-around analysis that we did for both tools, explore and identify a more suitable tool that we think for our practitioners to use in real life, and more importantly, we hope to bring value to help us continuously optimize the usage of online test development tool. So this is us, this is a team. The three of us worked together, collaborated, exchanged thoughts, and challenged each other. But most importantly, we had fun. We all played an important role in this project, and we can't wait to share with you our findings. So we took a three-step approach, focusing on the key elements that we identified to measure against, which I'm going to cover in a minute in the next slide. The three-step approach starts from the first-hand experimentations by creating sample tests using both tools, apply them in various circumstances, and then we took a comparison using a consistent length of measurement that we all agreed upon. And we also bear in mind that we want to be objective with both pros and cons bearing in mind for both tools. And then we're going to wrap up our research with a holistic recommendation by reflecting what we have researched with what we have learned in this course, evaluating and recommending a tool that stands out in our research. And then also, most importantly, this is a tool that we think has more potential in the future to advance. This is a list of the key measurements that the three of us have brainstormed and prioritized from a long list of elements that we think are both critical and practical for our evaluation. I'm not going to go through them one by one. We've included the descriptions for each of them, so hopefully they are explanatory. These are the key measurement that anchors our analysis. So the next part is going to be the real juicy part of this presentation. I will pass on to Shweta and Scarlett. So Shweta, off you go.
Thank you. Thank you, Deanne. Cool. So now to talk about, as Deanne has already explained about the approach, and we compared these two different test tools. I took the responsibility of exploring Easy TestMaker in terms of how this excels in the parameters that we have decided. So first of all, it is definitely a good tool to begin with. It's a free version of the tool that we have tested in this. We also, in this analysis, have given a scale to rate onto these parameters so that we have a structure in place to understand about our learnings. So as you see across these parameters, how this tool has scored, it is very, very intuitive. You need no prior knowledge to begin with. In terms of security, I would like to mention that there are limitations because it's a free version. So a lot of kind of final testing things cannot be tested. So we know that. But other than that, during that moment when I tested in terms of design and also as a test taker, it seemed fine. And there were kind of inputs like what kind of inputs are needed to begin with the test, what kind of inputs are needed to design the tests. So from that lens, it seemed that, yes, it's a secure environment. For cost effectiveness also, because it's a free version. So in the free version itself, they have given a lot of kind of features and kind of things, which is good too. So that is why it is 4. In terms of functionality, we talk about more like what kind of a question designing feature and support they do have. So it is really great because there are different question types that you can consider. There are different kind of versions for you to test how your test is developing and stuff. So that is very supportive for any test developer. In terms of interoperability, it's 4, and I would like to mention that because it's a safe experiment, like again in the free version, so there are certain limitations, and whatever was available is being tested, but something which is unknown, so because of that we have given it a 4. So that's all about it. I would just like to move on. Deanne, if you could just help me go to the next page. So here is the test sample that I worked on. I created 5 different type of questions that include fill in the blanks kind of questions which require input or answer as a text. There are mix and match kind of questions, and there are also questions on true false. And also if there are multi answers to a particular question. So all these 5 are tested well, and I've given a screenshot to show. Also, the test is hyperlink if somebody would like to see how the test is being designed. Can we go to the next slide, please? Yeah. So overall, the experience was really smooth. And I think as a test maker, what you would like to have in a test, which is more like the different formats of the questions, if there is a feature to collect feedback at the end for user experience. So that was also there. And I think this is quite a good thing. And also, it's very easily accessible. You don't need to download any kind of a software or package to just begin with. So that stands out about this product overall. A few things which are not impacting the question design process, but still not so good because we live in an era where UX is everything. So the UI was really, really monotonous, though it was intuitive, but I think it could be better. And given, I think my colleague, Scarlett is going to talk about her findings about Google Forms, but overall, we feel that whatever is there in Google Forms and comes widely for free is kind of expensive and comes at a feature rate for this tool. So that comes as a con. And also it doesn't allow copy paste. So that at times can be, if we are creating, let's say 100 question test or something, is going to be very time consuming. So that's termed as a con for this project, for product. So yeah, I think that's it from my side. So I will pass it on to Scarlett now to talk about her findings for Google Forms.
Thank you, Shweta. So let's delve into Google Forms. So Google Forms is a popular assessment tool. It offers a user-friendly experience for both creators and participants, and it supports various test formats, integrates smoothly with top data tools, and places a strong emphasis on security. What adds to its appeal is the fact that it comes at no cost. So here you can see the table. We compare Google Form and TestMaker. Next page, please. And we also created a test sample. So here you can see Google Form also supports multiple test formats, and you can embed it YouTube video when you need to have multimedia to your participants. So if you want to take a look at how tests will look like, go ahead, please click the link. Next page, please. While Google Form boosts notable strengths such as it's essential to such as multiple question formats, accessibility, or convenient to export to external apps. But it also it is essential to acknowledge a couple of limitations. For example, like synchronized meeting may necessarily use additional apps, and the platform currently lack of capability for personal feedback after submitted answers unless using plugins, which might not be as safe as Google Workspace itself. Next page, please. So after consideration, we have opted for Google Forms as our preferred choice, emphasizing the following key aspects. First one will be cost efficiency. Google Form is a free-to-use platform, and this feature offers a significant advantage, especially for startups or organizations aiming to minimize training expenses. And the second one will be information security, because Google has security measure that ensures protection of sensitive assets. This is a critical factor in today's digital landscape, where safeguarding information is paramount. Next page, please. So as for branding, we want to emphasize on the fact that major tech companies like Google or Apple prioritize user experience design backed by significant resources such as design talent and user statistics. So Google Form as a product of this approach stands out with the outstanding user interface for both test designer and test taker. So the intuitiveness and accessibility for the branding is outstanding. The next page, please. Furthermore, the considerable brand reputation of Google introduced a collaborative dimension. It can be integrated with popular data visualization tools such as Google Data Studio or Tableau, as endorsed by Harvard Business School, facilitates comprehensive data presentations. Next page. So Google Forms also stand out by embracing an open ecosystem. Instead of relying solely on internal development, it invites external creators to craft plugins. And this not only enhance functionality, but also introduce unique possibilities, making Google Form a dynamic and community-driven tool in digital landscape. So in conclusion, after our thorough comprehension of Google Form and TestMaker, both emerge as powerful learning tools with necessary features. However, after careful consideration, we have chosen Google Form as the preferred option. And next page. So here are our references. Thank you very much for listening to our presentation. Thank you.